ಶ್ರೀಚಕ್ರ ವರದಾಚಾರ್ಯಂ ಶುದ್ಧಸತ್ವ ಗುರುತ್ತಮಂ ಶ್ರೀನಿಧಿಂ ರಾಘವಂ ವಂದೇ ಹ್ಯಪಾರ ಕರುಣಾಕರಂ. ಹರ್ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ outweighs a ton, her lotus smile outshines the sun, her great glory is second to none. I worship Goddess Lakshmi of Boston. Namaskaram to all. It gives me immense pleasure to meet you all in this Sri Lakshmi Temple of Boston and deliver the discourse for the third day here. Today we have an interesting topic chosen by our very beloved chairman. It is a very different topic, hitherto not endeavored by many people, but pinning his hope on me, he has given this different topic to me. Before going to that topic, I will ask you 3 questions. Because for the past 2 days you have been asking a lot of questions to me and I have been answering all those questions. So today I will start with 3 questions. You have to answer. Question number 1. Everybody wants one thing and everybody gets it. What is it? Question number 2. Nobody wants one thing but everybody gets it. What is it? Third question. Everybody wants one thing but nobody gets it. What is it? Okay, question number 1. Everybody wants one thing and everybody gets it. What is it? Happiness. Oxygen. We need oxygen for survival. Everybody wants oxygen. Everybody gets oxygen except during COVID time. At that time oxygen cylinder shortage was there, but otherwise everybody wants oxygen, everybody gets oxygen. Question number 2. Nobody wants one thing but everybody gets it. Problems in life. My friend said, you add one more thing, free advice. Nobody wants it but everybody gets it. Okay. Number 3. Everybody wants it but nobody gets it. Peace of mind. Peace of mind. Everybody wants to get peace of mind but nobody gets it. What's the reason? Only if we know about 2 things, you can get that peace of mind. What are those 2 things? One is karma, other one is dharma. Without knowing about karma and dharma, we cannot achieve or attain that peace of mind. So the topic for today's discourse is karma and dharma. What is karma? What is dharma? We will divide this discourse into 2 parts. Part 1 will focus on karma. Part 2 will focus on dharma. Now you tell me, what is karma? What is dharma? To say in very simple language, in nutshell, what we have done so far is karma. What we have to do from now on is dharma. To be even more simple, your karma is, after listening to English in American accent from many people, you have to listen to my English today. It is your karma. At the same time, our beloved chairman has given me this topic to be spoken in English, so I have to speak in English. It is my dharma. So this is karma and dharma. You are listening to my English, it is karma. I am speaking in English because it is dharma. This is karma and dharma. Okay, now let us go deep into part 1 of this discourse, karma. Let us divide the topic karma into 4 parts now. 1. What is karma? 2. When did the cycle of karma begin? Is there any point when all of us had zero karma? When did we start accumulating all this karma? So, question number 2, when did this cycle begin? Question number 3, why can't God keep this karmic cycle transparent? We are unable to know which karma leads to which kind of punishment. We are unable to say. We say, yes, I am suffering because of karma, but we are unable to deduce or infer because of which karma I am suffering like this. Because many people, you can see, they will say, that man is an atheist. He does all kinds of bad things, but he lives happily. I am a devotee. I am going to temple every day. I am doing all kinds of good activities, but I am suffering. But what we say, no, he has done some merits in his previous births, so he is happy in this birth. Though you are good in this birth, you have committed some sin in previous births, so you are suffering. But these are all we can infer. But why there is no transparent evidence to show that this karma theory exists? This is question number 3. Now question number 4. If karma itself can decide everything, what is the role of God? If you do meritorious acts, you get the reward. You do sins, you get punishment. If karma itself can do everything, what is the role of God? Are you ready to see the answers for these four questions? What is karma? 2. When did the cycle begin? 3. Why can't God keep it transparent? 4. When karma decides everything, what is the role of God? Now, question number 1. What is karma? I have already given 2 examples. What we have done so far is karma. What we have to do from now on is dharma. 2. You listening to my English is karma. Myself speaking in English is dharma. Now let us go deeper. What is karma? In 2012, I was doing my internship of MBBS, my medical studies. I was an intern in Erode Government Hospital in 2012. We used to go for ward rounds. We have to look after all those patients who are admitted. I was posted in OG department, obstetrics and gynecology. I had my junior medico, his name is Benjamin. So myself and Benjamin have to go for ward rounds every morning. One fine morning, myself, Benjamin went for those rounds. We took care of all patients. The previous night, 10 deliveries had happened in that hospital. So there were 10 newborn children, 10 deliveries in OG ward, 10 newborn children were there. As medicos, we went to examine those newborn children. Unfortunately, 2 of them had congenital malformations. One baby, newborn baby, had Down syndrome. Another baby had spina bifida. Both of us felt very bad because we were going with an excitement, a josh to look at those 10 newborn children. But to our dismay, 2 children had congenital anomalies, defects right from birth. Benjamin was also shocked. Benjamin asked me, "Sir, why are these 2 children suffering from congenital anomalies?" I told him, being senior, I have got an opportunity to teach my junior. I told him this chromosome, X chromosome, Y chromosome, that chromosome, this chromosome, genetics, DNA, RNA, everything. He said, "No, sir, this I can read in book itself. Since you are a spiritually inclined person, I want to know the spiritual reason." Benjamin was spiritually inclined. So he asked me, "I am not asking the medical reason for these congenital anomalies. I am asking you for spiritual reasons. Why did they get this disease?" I told him, "It is karma. As you sow, so you reap. If you plant mangoes, you will get mangoes. If you plant troubles, you will get troubles. Whatever you do, our actions come back to us. That's the Newton's third law. So it is due to karma." He said, "No, sir. Your karma theory will not hold good in the case of these children because they are just now born. Your karma theory will hold good if an alcoholic develops liver cirrhosis. It is his karma. He consumed a lot of alcohol. He develops liver cirrhosis. It is his problem, karma. If a smoker develops lung cancer, it is karma. If a person who always consumes junk foods gets heart attack, it is his karma." This child, what mistake did these 2 children commit? For no fault of theirs, why should these children get this kind of a disease? Benjamin said, "Sir, I am also a believer. I believe in God. I believe that God is compassionate. But if there is a God, if that God is compassionate, if that God is impartial, why should he punish these 2 children right from birth?" Is this question correct? He added one more additional question. Just like some of you asked 2 questions. He asked another additional question. Okay, God is there, He is compassionate, He is impartial. But is there any mistake in God's software itself? Some miscalculation? Sometimes in bank, somebody else's credit will be wrongly credited into our account. Likewise, somebody else might have performed some other karma that could have been wrongly credited in the karmic account of these children. Or I want to know the reason, sir. You solve the equation. He gave me an equation with 4 points. Point number 1, is there a God? Point number 2, is he compassionate and impartial? Point number 3, is there any possibility of miscalculation in God's software itself? Point number 4, if not, why did God punish these 2 children? Solve the equation. How to solve this? Equation, right? 2 children who have not committed any sins since birth. They are born with congenital anomalies right from birth. Is there a God? Is he compassionate and impartial? Is there any possibility of mistake in God's calculation or software? If not, why did these children suffer? I gave him one word answer. With this, you can solve this equation. Rebirth. In the entire world, Sanatana Dharma is the only Dharma which accepts the concept of rebirth. It is not there in any Western religion. They don't accept that you will take another birth on this universe. Sanatana Dharma alone, it is an exclusive concept for our Sanatana Dharma. If you accept the concept of rebirth, you can easily solve this equation. It is the formula. What formula? Just you think, these two children, in their previous births, they might have committed some sins, as a result of which they are getting punished in this birth with these congenital anomalies. We commit so much of sins that we have to endure the result of those sins in many births. See, if a person commits a mistake or a murder or a theft, the period of sentence, the period of imprisonment will be 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, like that. Similarly, we commit lot of volumes of sins that to endure the punishment for those sins, they get carried over to the subsequent births. That's why in some birth, these two persons will have committed some sins. The result is experienced in this birth. The same rule can be applied in the case of a teetotaler getting heart attack. A teetotaler, no smoking, no alcohol, no bad habits, everything is fine. But suddenly dies of heart attack at 35 years of age. What's the reason? He might have committed some sins in his previous births. The result he is experiencing in this birth. I told him, if you apply this formula, now you can solve the equation. Question number 1, is there a God? Yes. Is God compassionate and impartial? Yes, he is compassionate, he is impartial. 3, will God's calculation go wrong? No. Then why did these children suffer? Why did he punish them? Because they committed some misdeeds in the previous births. That's why God punished them. Now, if you remove the concept of rebirth, then see the equation. 1, you have to say there is a God, he is impartial, but some software error. That's why God wrongly punished this person. Otherwise, settle at point 2. There is a God, but he is not compassionate. God is partial. Or you will end up saying there is no God at all. If you have to accept God for any religion, if you have to accept God, and if you wish to say that God is compassionate and impartial and he does everything correct, you have to accept the concept of rebirth, which is exclusive to our Sanatana Dharma. Without this concept of rebirth, you cannot explain the probability of these congenital anomalies occurring in children. This is the incident in my life, because my life incident I alone have to say in Upanyasam, nobody else will say. That's why I shared with you. So this shows that there is rebirth. Karma is getting transferred over births. So whatever we do in our previous births, the result of those actions get carried over through the successive births. This is called karma. Question number 1 over. Now we go to question number 2. When did the cycle of karma start? Is there any beginning point? Is there some point where all of us had karma at 0? Our account balance was 0. Then we started doing all these actions, started accumulating karma. What is that 0 point? Actually, Vedavyasa says in Brahma Sutra and Ramanuja's commentary Sri Bhashyam is the one-stop solution for all these answers. Vedavyasa says, na karma vibhagad iti chet na anaditvat. There is no traceable beginning point for this karma at all. There is no point when we all had no karma, 0 karma. Because the world is existing eternally. All souls are existing eternally. See Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 12th verse, Krishna says, Natvevaham jatunasam, natvam neme janadhipaha, nachayivana bhavishyamaha, sarve vayamatav param. Just like God existing eternally. Can anybody say on which date did God come into existence? When did God come into existence? He is always there. Similarly, all of us, all the souls, all Jivatmas are existing eternally. Even the world is existing eternally. But during deluge, Pralaya we say, right? The world will be in micro form, in subtle form, Sukshma. During creation, it gets transferred into macro form, Sthula or gross form. Again, Pralaya, it turns into micro form. In science, they say matter can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transformed from one form to another. The universe will be in micro form during deluge, macro form during creation, again macro, micro, macro, micro. These changes are happening alternatively. But the universe continues to exist in some form or another. Similarly, we also have been existing from time immemorial. Therefore, there is not one point, that particular point, we all had zero karma. We then started performing actions, accumulated karma, no beginning point. If I say so, you will not accept. How can there be no beginning point? There should be something, right? Now, let me ask you one question. If you draw a circle, can you trace the beginning point of that circle? No. When there is a complete circle, it has no beginning point. Even if it has some beginning point, you cannot trace it. Similarly, everything in the world is like a circle, cyclic way. See, day, night, day, night, day, night, circle. Sriti pralayam, sriti pralayam, sriti pralayam, circle. Birth, death, birth, death, birth, death, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare shairam. Everything is going in a cyclic way. So you cannot trace this as a beginning point. Can you say whether seed came from the tree or did the tree come from the seed? Can you say? No. Did egg come from hen or did hen come from egg? We cannot say. Similarly, you cannot trace a beginning point. If a wheel is rotating, you cannot say at which point did the wheel started to rotate. You cannot say. But you can do one thing. You can stop the rotation of that wheel. Similarly, you cannot trace the beginning point of your karma, but by praying to the Lord, you can put an end point to your karma. So whatever is possible for us, we have to do that. Instead of wasting our time in trying to trace where did all these things start, where is the beginning point of karma, instead of focusing on that thing, try to focus on the end point of karma. How to end that karma? That's what Swami Vivekananda said. If your past karma decides your present life, then your present karma decides your future life. So instead of repenting over past karma, oh, my past karma has given me this kind of a life, don't ponder over it. Instead of that, now you have present karma. If you do good actions now, it will decide your future life. Because when I was doing MBBS, again the same 2012, that same hospital, in the compound wall of that hospital, they had written a Tamil proverb. நேற்று என்பது உடைந்த பானை, நாளை என்பது மதில்மேல் பூனை, இன்று என்பது கையில் உள்ள வீணை. My friend asked me to translate this to English. This is a very good proverb, but I want an English version, he said. Okay, because in those days itself, people stopped reading Tamil much. Because our mother tongue is always important for each person, their own mother tongue. We have to at least learn to read, write and understand our mother tongue. But today problem is, we are all used to typing WhatsApp messages. In WhatsApp, whatever language, we type in English itself. English is the common script for all languages. In Tamil, if we want to ask, are you coming? Nee variya. We don't write in Tamil. N-E-E, nee, V-A-R-I-O-A variya. Likewise, we write. That's what they called Tamingilam. Tamil plus Angilam, English. Tamingilam. Timingilam, this is Tamingilam. English mixed with Tamil is Tanglish. Tamil written as English is Tamingilam. But he said, no, this Tamil proverb is difficult for me to understand. You translate that into English. Okay, I gave you a translation. Yesterday is a broken pot. It is my English translation. Yesterday is a broken pot. Tomorrow is may or may not. Today strike the rod that is hot. Yesterday is a broken pot. Tomorrow is may or may not. Today strike the rod that is hot. So instead of worrying about how this karma started, instead of getting stressed out, how can I solve all my karma? Now you have got this present life. This is a gift given by God. That's why it is called present. It is a gift of God. So utilize this present so that you can put an end point to the karma. You cannot trace the beginning point of a rotating wheel, but you can put an end to the rotation. Similarly, you cannot find out Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Navaranam when it started. You cannot find, but you can put a full stop to your own cycle of births and deaths. That's where we have to focus. Second question over. When did it start? There is no traceable beginning point. Now the third point. Why can't this be transparent? God could have easily made it transparent. You see, just if you close your eyes, you will get the memory of 7 births earlier. I was born in Australia. My name was so and so. I got committed this error for which now he can give an Android app for that. In that app, it will show for this error, you are now experiencing this kind of a pain. When you get a reward, again, same Android app, you will check. Oh, 5 births earlier, I was born in London. There I had done this kind of merit, as a result of which now I am getting rewarded. How good it will be. How good it will be. But why this is not a transparent system? How can't he keep it as an open window system? What do you say? God can keep it transparent, but the problem is we don't know properly about ourselves first. If he gives us all memories of previous births and the effects of all those actions, we will waste our entire time thinking, overthinking. Oh, 5 births earlier I had committed that thing. 7 births earlier I had committed this thing. Then we will speak with others, we will gossip, and we will spend our entire time, waste all the future births, subsequent births, just thinking about previous births. So instead of focusing on everyone's previous births, everyone's papas, everyone's punyas, God has given us scriptures, shastras, which show as a generic concept, if you do this kind of mistake, you will get this kind of punishment. If you do this meritorious deed, you will get this kind of reward. He has given it as a common rule. So instead of focusing what did I do, instead of focusing on that, just go through the Shastras. They will give you a clear idea. Especially Garuda Puranam has got a lot of details regarding this. So if you just go through, oh, okay, I might have done that thing. So instead of too much of thinking about, oh, what did I do? This is the problem. He has given the solution via Shastras. You see, the COVID virus, when the year 2020 came, everybody thought, okay, it will be like a T20 match. But in that 2020, COVID-19 came and everybody got locked and they were down in their house due to lockdown. They were locked, they were down in their houses and they had to follow MS Dhoni, MSD, mask, sanitizer, distancing. Everybody was forced to follow. But has anybody seen that COVID virus with naked eye? Has any of you seen? No. Then why should you worry about COVID virus? Scientists have seen that to microscope, so we accept. Similarly, Shastra is the microscope through which you can see. This is actually transparent, karma is, but not transparent to our physical eyes. If you employ the microscope called Shastra, scriptures, then you can realize, because God has given everything clearly in the form of his command scriptures. You go through them, oh, this error I might have committed, for that I am getting this kind of suffering. This meritorious deed I have performed, for which I am getting this kind of reward. You can easily correlate and understand through Shastras. So rather than giving them as your own memories, he has given it as a rule book called Shastra. Garuda Puranam, it details a lot of things regarding these papas and punyas. Regarding punyas, Garuda Purana says, if you go for pilgrimage, yatra, it is one punya. If you have holy dip in rivers, Tirtha Yatra, it is one form of punya. Doing charity, donations, it is one form of punya. Social service, helping others, it is one punya. Doing penance, doing yagas, these are all punyas. The more and more punyas you do, you will get more and more meritorious births. If you do more punya, your next births will be very much meritorious. You can get next positions in your births. Take for example, to remember, I will tell you one story. There was a greengrasser in your Boston market. There was a greengrasser. He listened to some discourse in our Lakshmi temple. Donation, charity, these are all very good, meritorious acts. They fetch you punyam. He listened to it. Okay, I will implement this in my life. So that Boston greengrocer started donating 1 kg lady's finger to a poor person every day. Every day, 1 kg lady's finger to one poor person, he started donating. Eventually, the next birth, that greengrocer became a king. He was endowed with all kinds of riches. He then went to a Swamiji. That Swamiji just analyzed the horoscope of that king. He told him, you are a greengrocer in Boston in your previous birth, but you donated 1 kg lady's finger to one poor person every day, as a result of which you have become a wealthy king. Okay, the king now made up his mind, returned to his palace, ordered, buy all the ladies' fingers in the market. In this birth, I will donate many ladies' fingers to many poor people for many days, he said. From that point, nobody in this place could buy any lady's finger at all, because total purchase will be handled by the palace itself. So many ladies' fingers to many poor people for many days he gave. In the next birth, he was born as a wholesale greengrasser in Washington DC market. This wholesale greengrasser in Washington DC went to another Swamiji. He showed his horoscope. Please analyze. Swamiji said, initially you were a small scale greengrasser in Boston market. You donated 1 kg lady's finger to one poor person every day, became a king. Then being a king, you donated many kgs of ladies' fingers to many poor people for many days, as a result of which you have become a wholesale greengrasser in Washington DC market. He said, no. If I donate 1 kg per day, I become a king. If I donate many kg per day, I should have become an emperor, right? I should be in White House by this time. Why not, he asked. That Swamiji replied, oh man, being a greengrasser, if you donate 1 kg of lady's finger per day, it is a good donation for your level. But even after becoming a king, if you donate only lady's finger instead of donating gold, diamond, gems, etc., for your level of thinking, whatever you do, whatever you sow, that alone you can reap. So your level of thinking is always with regards to lady's finger. So you are born as a wholesale greengrasser. So this is the effect of punyam. Whatever we do, whatever volume of punyam we do, based on that, we will get a corresponding birth. Now coming to papas, there are a lot of negative karmas as well. If we perform sins, we get punishment in hells, specific hells, according to the sins committed. Garuda Puranam narrates the names of lot of sins as well and the hells corresponding to those sins. Now one question. The Jivatma cannot be cut by knife, cannot be burnt by fire, cannot be moistened by water, cannot be dried by air. How can this Atma be punished in hell? No problem. In hell, the Atma gets a different body called Yatana Shariram. Your body designated for punishment. Only for inflicting pain and punishment, he gets a body. Through that medium, the soul will experience the pains in hell. Now, Garuda Purana says, if a person spoils another man's family, he will land up in the hell called Raurava. There he will be attacked by the animals called Rurus. If a person injures another man for his selfish reason, he will land up in the hell called Kumbhipaka. There he will be roasted in oil vessel. That is Kumbhipaka. And then if a person neglects his parents, he will go to the hell called Kala Sutra. He will be trapped in a spider web and he will experience torture. If a person forgets his own dharma, swadharma, he will land up in Asipatravana hell. There, trees will have sword like leaves and they just stab this person and inflict pain on him. If a person murders another person, he will go to the hell called Andhakupa, which is a dark well. He will suffer there. If a person eats alone without giving anything to people who are around him, and if he leaves them all hungry and eats alone, he will go to the hell called Krimi Bhojana. In that Krimi Bhojana, insects will feed on this person. If a person commits all evil and sinful acts, he will go to the hell called Dandashuka. There snakes and scorpions will sting him and attack him. So many more hells are there. Now one question. If a person goes to hell, endures all the punishment, then what will happen? Come back to this earth for next birth. He has exhausted his karma, right? In Naraka, he has experienced punishment. His karma is over. Then why should you take a new birth? Only a part of his sin has been exhausted by that punishment. We have performed a lots and lots of actions. Lot of karma is remaining. To experience the rest of karma, God gives us this birth. The birth which is given to exhaust karma, we use it to earn more and more karma. God gives us this birth so that we can exhaust our karma and attain liberation. But what we do is we perform more and more sins, accumulate more and more karma, leading to more and more subsequent births. A father gave his son a laptop to improve his knowledge. But what did this son do? He watched all whatever things we should not see. He used the same laptop to see all those things, but didn't use it to improve his knowledge. That's what we are all doing. God gives us this birth, hoping that because it is very rare to get a human birth, God has pinned his hopes on us, thinking that we will utilize this properly. We will come to Lakshmi Temple of Boston, worship the goddess and Lord Narayana here, and we will exhaust our karmas, hoping so. He has given us this body. But what do we do? No, we want only 3 T's in our life. Tea in the morning, followed by tiffin and TV watching for IPL. That's all. Tiffin, tea, TV. That's all. We spend our entire life. This is our life. So we accumulate more and more and more of karma, following which we have to get more and more subsequent births. Not only that, Garuda Purana adds, if a person had committed certain sins in his previous births, he will get punishment accordingly in the next births also. If a person has spoken too much of lies in his previous births, in this birth he will suffer from stammering. If he burns another man's house, in this birth he will have skin diseases. If he consumed so much of alcohol in previous birth, in this birth he will have decayed tooth. If he had behaved immorally with his guru's wife in previous birth, in this birth he will have a disfigured appearance. If he engages in bribery, he will be born as a pig. If he eats without taking bath, he will be born as a crow. If a person blackmails other people, he will be born as a cat. If a person engages in adulteration of foodstuffs, he will be born as a bull. If a person shows unnecessary grudge on other people, you can see such persons on social media. They always write something about somebody. I asked one person, sir, I'm seeing your Facebook post, Twitter post, everything. Always you are cursing somebody. You have never appreciated anybody. Why are you always cursing people? Why are you always scolding people? Why are you writing only negative things? He said beautifully, if I write positively about anybody, people in comments come and criticize me. Why are you writing positively? If I scold somebody, if I criticize somebody, if I write negatively, in comments all people come and appreciate me. How beautifully you have written. So such people who show unwanted grudge, they will be born as blind persons in their subsequent births. So these punishments can be inflicted in hell or can be inflicted in the next births as well. That's why Brihadaranyaka Upanishad puts it simply, because 45 minutes already over, we have addressed the third question now. Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, who accompanies a man after death? $1 million question. We earn a lot of wealth. Will a single penny accompany us after death? No. We have a lot of relatives and friends. Will a single person accompany us after death? No. We take care of this body so much. We want to build biceps, we want to have six packs, everything. Will this body accompany us after death? No. Then who will come? Brihadaranyaka Upanishad says, Tauha yaduchatuh karma haiva taduchatuh karma ktaiha tat prashangsatuh punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati papah papena giti. Only your karma, whatever you have done, whether it is papa or punya, whether it is a sinful act or a meritorious act, papa punya alone will accompany you after death. Nothing else will accompany you. Not only that, God has many ways of giving you the merits or punishment for your karma. Ramanuja says in Sri Bhashyam, as I told you earlier, Sri Bhashyam is one-stop solution. It will give you all answers for these questions. In Sri Bhashyam, Ramanuja says, if you commit a sin by thought, if you harm others by thought, you may not have expressed it by words. You might not have done anything through action, but mentally you may think, this person should not live. How dare he is living so happily? No. He should get some suffering. He should fall down. If you commit any harm to another person by thought, God will punish you by thought itself. How? He will give you a bad dream. That's the reason for dreams. Do you know what is the reason for dream? Ramanuja says, a good dream is the result of good mental karma. Mentally you would have thought, okay, let that person be happy. Or mentally you might have done some good to somebody. For that, he will give mental benefit through a good dream. In dream you will become a millionaire. But when you wake up, you will not be a millionaire. So for that mental punya, you get mental reward. For mental papa, you will get a bad dream. You will get frightened. Oh my God! When you wake up, nothing will be there. That one moment of frightening, that one moment of fear is mental punishment. Similarly, if you harm another person by word, you will receive a verbal insult. If you harm another person by action, you will get physical punishment. This is put forth beautifully by Ramanuja. So, it is an open system. It is transparent system. But the external eyes are not fit enough to understand all these things. Our brain is not trained enough to understand all these things. That's why we need the help of Shastras to understand better. 3 questions over, right? Question number 1, what is karma? Yes, whatever we do, meritorious or sinful deeds, they get carried over through subsequent births. That is karma. Number 2, what is the question? When did it start? There is no beginning point. There is no traceable beginning point. Number 3, is it transparent? Yes, of course transparent, but not through external eyes, but through Shastras. Now this is the $1 million question. 4th question. If karma decides everything, what is the role of God? Why should there be a God? Why should I come to Lakshmi temple? I do meritorious acts, I get the reward. I do sins, I receive the punishment. Why should God come in between? The role of God is, number 1, please note this point. Even if you want to execute any action, you need the help of God. Without Him, you cannot do. This is said in Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, 14th verse. The verse says, 5 entities should come together as an alliance to execute one single task. Adhishtanam tatha kartha karanancha pratak vidham vividhacha pratak cheta daivam chaivatra panchamam. This soul Jivatma is the doer, performer. You need the help of 4 more entities. Who are they? 1, body. Without a body, soul cannot function. So first you need a body. Number 2, you need organs. Even if there is body, without hands, without legs, how can you execute a task? So you need organs. 3, you need vital force, prana. Only if prana is running, you can work. Without prana, how can you do any work? So prana should be there. Number 4, God. God should also cooperate with you. Without him, you cannot do anything. Therefore, a soul, along with his body, organs, vital force, God. 5 people should come together as a partnership to perform a duty. Now, next question is, if God is also involved, do we have any free will? That is a very important question. Free will, destiny, we all ask. Is there any free will? Is there? Yes, because God has given us intellect. If He Himself does everything, what is the use of our brain? We will just keep it in museum without using at all. He has given us brains. He has given us sixth sense. He has given us intellect. He expects us to use it in the proper way. Therefore, He has given us a free will, but that free will is a form of curtailed liberty, a restrained free will. How? Take for example, a huge field. In the middle, there is a post. If you tie a cow to that post using a rope, the cow has free will till the radius of that rope. If you tie a cow to a post in the middle of a field, the cow can graze anywhere up to the radius of that rope. Beyond that, it cannot go. Similarly, you have got free will till the radius of the will sankalpam of the Lord. Beyond that, or contradictory to that, you cannot go beyond. So He has given you some free will, and hence, based on His control only, we are all acting. But within that, that's what they say, right? My freedom ends where another man's nose starts. So till that point, He has given you free will. At the same time, He is controlling. Now, next question is, then God is also a partner in my crimes. So if I perform any misdeed, should God also be punished for being a partner? Because we saw 5 people: Jivatma, soul, body, organs, prana, God. Leave body, organs, prana, leave them. Jivatma, Paramatma, both are involved. If 2 people are involved in a scam, can you punish one person and leave the other person? Can you do it? No. If one minister has performed corruption, then they will examine chief minister or prime minister also. Right? Similarly, Jivatma commits a mistake, sin. Then God should be punished or not? There is one history in Guruvayur. You know about Guruvayur? In Guruvayur, 4 children, they used to steal bananas from the temple. The temple superintendent caught those 4 children. He punished them. You circumambulate the temple 10 times for stealing bananas. Those 4 children circumambulated the temple. A 5th boy, he also went behind them. The superintendent called him, hey, you come here. Only 4 people stole bananas. I asked them to circumambulate the temple. Who are you? Why are you going behind them? That boy said, no, I also have a share in the theft. What boy? He asked. No, every day they will steal bananas. They will keep one banana in front of me and ask me to take it as my share. I also took it. Since I have got share, I have to endure the punishment also. Superintendent asked, who are you? I am Lord Guruvayurappa. Every day those children would place one banana in front of me. This is offered for you. They will take the rest of the bananas. Since I have received 1 banana per day from them, I have to receive a share in the punishment also. So I will circumambulate the temple along with them, he said. Likewise, God has share or not in all our sins. So he should go to Kumbhi Pakam, Andakupam. Right? What do you say? Yes or no? No. Ramanuja answers beautifully. Paratu tat shrutehe. Again, same Sri Bhashyam. Paratu tat shrutehe. As we saw, God has given us free will. Because we have brains, we have intellect, we have to use it. If He Himself does everything, what is the use of all these things? So He has given us everything. But what does He do is, if you want to plan something, if you wish to do some action, God just waits and observes what decision you take. He will just wait, He will observe. Whether you turn right or turn left, whether you take a correct decision or a wrong decision, whether you do a good action or bad action, God leaves the decision to you and He just waits and witnesses. This is stage 1. Stage 2, you take a decision. Whether it is right or wrong, good or bad, God just gives permission. Okay, proceed. Because I have given you free will, I have given you intellect as well. You have chosen. What can I do? Okay, you proceed. But the third stage, if you choose a right action, God encourages you, He blesses you, He just comes with you, He gives you power, strength, everything. He takes you forward and ensures that your right actions become fruitful. Finally, He rewards you. At the same time, if you take a bad decision, He permits. But beyond that, He remains silent and waits for you to correct yourself. God will not punish immediately. The mills of God grind slow but sure. So He will just wait. Okay, whether you correct yourself or not, I have given you knowledge, I have given you intellect. Whether you correct yourself or not, He will wait, wait, and wait. If you don't correct yourself, then He will punish you at the right time. So you have to have it as two different branches diverging. God is observing. If you choose the right path, He will encourage you, He will bless you, He will come with you, He will give you power, strength, everything, and He will reward you. If you go in the bad direction, He will just permit and be a witness, and He will wait for you to mend yourself. If you don't do it, He will punish you. That's why you see, if we achieve any reward, we say it is due to God's grace, because there God's share is there. But if we get any trouble, we say it is our sin, because God has no role to play there. He was just a witness. This is the difference. If you get any reward, there God actively participates and He guides you. But if you take a wrong route, He doesn't guide you there. The best example is Google Maps. You all use Google Maps, right? Google Maps will say, in 200 meters, turn right. What should you do? Turn right. But if I turn left, what will it do? Google Maps will not get angry at you. Hey fool, hey idiot, why did you turn left? I asked you to turn right. Will it say so? No. It will redirect you to the right path again. If you go in the wrong way, Google Maps will again put a new route and redirect you to the proper route and will try to see whether you come back to the normal route. Again you don't, then it will say turn right at least here. Again I will turn left. What will it do? Again it will redirect. Similarly, if you take wrong decisions, God will keep on redirecting you and will wait for you to get redirected by yourself at some point or other. Otherwise, at least by inflicting punishment, He will ensure that we stand corrected. Because the last resort, spare the rod and spoil the child. At last He has to punish. The compassionate Lord finally chooses to punish because there is no other way to correct this person. At the same time, if you go by the proper route, Google Maps will guide you. That's why if you reach the destination correctly, you can give credit to Google Maps. But if you go to a wrong destination, you cannot blame Google Maps. Similarly, if you get a reward, it is God's grace. But if you get punishment, it is not God, but it is because of you only. So Google Maps, it guides you. God guides you in the proper direction. If you do not heed to your advice, you are the loser. His mistake is not his, mistake is ours. We have to realize. But the next question is, why all these complications? Why can't God correct us right at the point when we commit a mistake? We see so many people committing sins in this world. This is a very, very relevant question. We can see so much of people engaging in lot of evil activities. Why can't God punish them then and there? Because life is an examination. Take the case of an exam hall. We would all have written lot of exams in our life, right? All of you have written exams, right? Everybody. Okay. In your exam hall, you are writing the answers for your question paper. Your teacher comes as the invigilator, supervisor. He looks at your answer sheet you write the right answer, what will he do? Nothing, just smile and he will go. If you write the wrong answer, nothing, he will go. Why? He should have corrected at that point itself, right? That's what we are asking. Why can't he correct it at that point? Why? Because he has already given you all necessary knowledge. He has imparted you knowledge during all these classes. Now he expects you to reproduce what you have learnt. If you write right answer or wrong answer, he won't correct you there, but he will correct during evaluation of your answer sheet and give reward or punishment, pass or fail accordingly. Similarly, life is an examination. We are students. God is the invigilator. He will just wait and see you are doing right or wrong. He won't stop it here. He won't punish you here. He will wait, and during evaluation, he will give you pass or fail, heaven or hell, moksha or samsara, whatever has to be given, he will give it at the right time, because he has imparted knowledge. He has given shastras, he has given acharyas, he has given everything. He himself has taken incarnations and taught us so many things. Krishna has given us Bhagavad Gita. Rama has lived how to live as per dharma. Rama has shown everything. In spite of that, if we do a mistake, even if God comes in front of us and asks us not to do, we won't listen to his voice, because he has given us everything. Even after that, if we commit a mistake, he cannot be held responsible. So like an invigilator, he just watches and gives you the result at the right time. Next thing, the same question. When karma can decide everything, what is the role of God? We saw the first role. He also plays a role in the execution of karma itself, but he is not responsible. He has a second role. It is God who gives you the reward or punishment. In other words, the fruit of your karma. The fruit is given by God only, because karma by itself cannot give you the fruit. God alone has to give you, and he gives you based on your mindset. With what mindset you do that work, God rewards you accordingly. That's why some people say, I worked hard, I put in all my efforts, still I couldn't taste success. Another person will say he also worked hard, but he attained success. The reason is, God doesn't look at your actions alone or effort alone. He looks at the mindset. The classical example is, it is in Bhagavata Puranam, Evam surasura samadesha kala hetvartha karma matayopi phale vikalpaha Tatramritam suragana phalamanja sapuhu yatpada pankajarajas shrayananna daityaha. You can see the churning of milky ocean by devas and asuras. You all know that history. You see, the same place, same time, same efforts put in by both devas and asuras. Devas also churned the milky ocean, asuras also churned the milky ocean. Same place, same time, same efforts. But devas received nectar. Asuras, they didn't receive nectar. Why? Deva's mindset was good, so the Lord rewarded them. Asura's mindset was not good, so the Lord punished them. So whatever action you do, God looks at your mindset, and based on it, God alone gives you the result for your karma. Please note this point. A karma, an action alone cannot come back to you in the form of a reward or punishment. An action by itself cannot give you anything. Take for example, you do archana to our goddess Mahalakshmi. In our Boston temple, Ashland, you come to our goddess Mahalakshmi, you perform archana. Will that action, archana itself, fulfill your prarthana? No, Mahalakshmi has to listen to that archana, and she has to decide, yes, let his wish be fulfilled. Then only if an intelligent person acts, a karma can give result. I'll take another practical example. If I turn the switch on, the light should glow. If I turn the switch on, the light should glow. I turned the switch on, yet the light did not glow. Why? There is a third factor called electric current. If there is no current, I may switch it on. Light will not glow, because myself, light, Two things alone are not enough. A third factor, current, is needed. Similarly, our actions alone are not enough. Myself, my job will not fetch me the result, because a third factor, God has to act there. To put it even simpler, I will ask you one question. You are all employed in some office. Who gives you salary? Manager. Your work or your employer? Your boss or your work? How many say work? How many say boss? Boss. A company is again insentient body only. That boss alone decides. Boss is company, company is boss. Boss gives you salary or your work gives you salary? Boss alone gives you salary, but he doesn't give you salary on his own. He just examines your work. Based on your work, boss gives you salary. Based on your karma, Bhagavan gives you reward or punishment. This is the role of God. So without God, karma cannot function. So there should be a God. He should look after all your karma. Based on your work, boss gives you salary. Based on your karma, the Lord also gives you salary. And the third role, first role is in action. Second role is in reward. Third role, if you want to get rid of this karma, we are all caught in the shackles of karma. In this worldly existence, Papa Punya, they bind us. How to get rid of it? Again, the same Lord, we have to resort to Him. He alone can deliver us. He alone can liberate us from this cycle of births and deaths, which is nothing but due to karma. So if you want to get rid of karma, again, God plays the vital role. He alone can do that. Say, for example, if you get diabetes, nobody should get it. Just for hypothetically, if you get diabetes, what will you do? Medication, 1, 2. Stop sugar. Then do exercise. Then insulin. Then diet. Then. But do you know what will I do? First, I will go to a doctor. This is the problem. We are all engaged in self-medications. Immediately when I ask, what will you do if you get diabetes? I will take metformin, I will take insulin, I will do exercise, I will follow diet. So many answers. But nobody said I will go to doctor. This is our problem. Because whenever we have some issues, we should first leave it to the technical person and stop worrying about it. Our problem is we put all responsibilities on our own heads and start thinking, how will the sugar come down? Why should you worry? You just go to a technical person. A doctor is trained for it. Similarly, 2 years back, I had a cyber crime problem. Some person blackmailed me with cyber crime and other things. I started worrying. Then one cyber lawyer told me, no sir, you should not worry about it. You should inform cyber police. You leave it to the technical person. They will take care. So you should not worry about it. Similarly, if you want to get rid of this karma, you should not worry about it. Leave it to the proper technical person. Who is the technical person? Sharire jarjari bhute vyadigraste kalebare aushadham janhavi toyam vaidyo narayano harihi. He is the doctor for samsara, the disease called worldly existence. Because in Tamil Nadu we say samsara, they will look beside. That is not samsara, it is minsara. It will cause electric shock. But this samsara is the cycle of worldly existence, births and deaths. For that, which is caused by the germ called karma. It is a disease. See, a germ causes a disease. We have Mycobacterium tuberculosis. It causes TB. Similarly, we have COVID-19 virus. It leads to COVID. Similarly, karma is a virus. It causes the disease called samsara, worldly existence. For that, you have to go to a doctor. Who is the doctor? It cannot be cured by allopathy, homeopathy or naturopathy. Venkatachalapathy alone can cure. So we go to Venkatachalapathy. You are the doctor. So God has 3 roles now. So first question, what is karma? We saw the transfer, carrying over of our actions through subsequent births. Number 2, what is that? Is there any beginning point? No traceable beginning point. Number 3, is it transparent? Yes, through Shastras we can realize. Number 4, what is the role of God? While performing, He is the one who stands as a witness. And then, reward, He alone gives you the reward for your karma. Number 3, if you want to get rid of them, He is the doctor who treats the virus called karma and cures the disease called worldly existence, samsara, and finally takes you to liberation or Vaikuntham. With that, we successfully conclude the first part of the discourse titled Karma. Now let us go to the final part, second part, simple part, Dharma. Now we divide this Dharma into 4 parts. Dharma, Uddharma, Uttara Dharma, Uttama Dharma. Karma 4 parts were easy. Dharma, Uddharma, Uttara Dharma, Uttama Dharma. In Sanskrit, Ut means great. Ut is the name of Lord Sriman Narayana actually. Chandogya Upanishad says, Tasya Ut iti nama. That's why there was a cricket player from Karnataka, Robin Uttappa. No, not Uttappa. That will become a food recipe. Uttappa is proper name of Lord Sriman Narayana. Ut means great. Uttara means greater. Uttama means the greatest. That's why we call him Purushottama, the greatest one. So Dharma, Uddharma is great Dharma. Uttara Dharma is greater Dharma. Uttama Dharma is the greatest Dharma. So Dharma is classified into 4 types. Dharma, great Dharma, greater Dharma, greatest Dharma. Dharma, Uddharma, Uttara Dharma, Uttara Dharma. Now let us see one by one. First Dharma. Now, where did we left? Where was it left? We all go to the doctor, Lord Sriman Narayana, Vaidyo Narayano Harihi. We are suffering from the disease called samsara, worldly existence. The causative organism germ, infective germ is karma. That karma agent has caused this disease called samsara. You have to cure me. I don't go to allopathy, homeopathy, naturopathy. I have come to Venkatachalapathy. Please cure me. We request him. Now, that Lord gives you a prescription. Rather than self-medication, we have to follow prescription, right? Once I was sitting in a hospital, in a clinic, 4 years back. One patient came to me. He told me, sir, I had fever for the past 3 days, he said. Oh, is it? I went to write paracetamol. He said, sir, please stop. I took paracetamol for a couple of days. Oh, then what happened? No, still fever did not subside. Okay, let me write you antibiotic. Sir, wait. I took antibiotic clarithromycin for a couple of days. Oh, then what is your problem? No, I had some stomach upset. Oh, pantoprazole we can write. Okay, I went for pantoprazole. Sir, please wait. I also took pantoprazole for stomach upset. And what is your problem, sir? No, I just wanted to know whether I can stop that paracetamol now or not. That's why I wanted to just clarify from you. That's why I came, he said. I requested him, can you do me one favor? I asked him. What is it? He asked. Can you please take care of my clinic for next 1 hour? I will go to school, pick up my daughter, drop her at home and come back. Why, sir? He asked. Because you are already doing my duty only. You can take care of the rest of the patients also. Can we do that? We have to accept the words of the doctor, follow his prescription. That's the way to go. Similarly, instead of trying to get rid of this disease by ourselves, we come to that doctor, we request him for prescription. God gives you a prescription which is called Dharma. Dharma is the prescription to get rid of the virus called karma. Okay, then what is Dharma? You said it is the prescription to get rid of the virus called karma. That is example, metaphor. Now what is Dharma? Okay, what is karma? Action. To put it simple, karma is action. Dharma is refined action. You just refine those actions. If it is mere action, it is karma. If it is refined action, it becomes dharma. This definition is given by sage Narada in Bhagavata Purana. Do you know about vaccination? We say vaccination was invented by Edward Jenner in 1785. But 5000 years ago in Bhagavatam, Narada speaks about vaccination. See how advanced Bharatian medicine was. Even in the 6th century CE, In the text Madhava Nidhana, Ayurvedic text, you can find lot of references to vaccination in our country. Now Narada 5000 years ago speaks of vaccination. Amayo yascha bhutana jayate yena suvrata tadevahi amayam dravyam napunati chikitsitam. Please note this. Narada tells Vedavyasa, you can check in Bhagavata Puranam, first skandam it is there. What is vaccination? Can anybody tell me? Huh? Preventive treatment for disease. Actual definition for vaccination is, if a particular germ, particular microorganism, bacteria or virus causes a disease, you refine that bacteria, you attenuate that virus and give it as medicine. It will prevent the occurrence of disease. Narada says, karma is the germ. We saw right? Karma is the infective germ. It causes the disease called samsara, worldly existence. Please note, karma is a virus. Worldly existence, samsara is the disease. You want to give a vaccination. Where should you take the vaccine? From the germ. Karma is the germ. Action is the germ. You just refine it. Refined action becomes dharma. If you give dharma as the prescription, it will prevent the infection of karma. If you give COVID vaccine, then COVID infection will not happen. If you give anti-snake venom, then snake venom will not affect the person. In anti-snake venom, what do? They extract snake venom, refine it and give it. You take karma, refine it and give it as dharma. If that dharma is given to a person, if he adheres to that dharma, he will not be infected with karma. He can get rid of karma and get rid of this disease of worldly existence. So our Dr. Narayana gives the prescription dharma. This is refined action. If you follow this, you can get rid of karma. Now you say, karma is existing from time immemorial, right? Is there a traceable beginning point? That's what the second point we saw, right? Is there a traceable beginning point? No. Then its counterpart dharma, does it have a beginning point? No, because the disease also exists eternally. Its medicine also exists eternally. That's why the dharma is called Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana means eternal. It has no beginning point. Some people say we will destroy Sanatana Dharma. Actually, Sanatana itself means existing eternally. How can you destroy? When you yourself say it is Sanatana Dharma and say, I will destroy Sanatana. Whenever it is called Sanatana, it cannot be destroyed at all. This is called, in English they say oxymoron. Oxymoron, living dead. Living dead, is it possible? One person said, my mother is barren. You cannot say, once she is a mother, then it means she has a child. Likewise, Sanatana Dharma will be eradicated, means your name itself Sanatana. How can you eradicate eternal Sanatana Dharma? So karma is anadi, it has no beginning point. Its counterpart dharma is also anadi, so it is called Sanatana Dharma. If you adhere to that dharma, that will deliver you from karma. Dharma is nothing but refined action. That's why Narada used the example of vaccination. The same germ is processed, refined and given, it prevents the infection. The same karma is processed, refined in the form of dharma that prevents the occurrence of samsara, worldly existence, infection with karma. So, now you have got two things. One is papa, another one is punya. When you want to adhere to dharma, you should refrain from committing any kinds of papa. We saw a lot of sinful acts as said in Garuda Purana. If we commit sins, they are like steel chains, iron chains. They will just bind us to this worldly existence. So we have to refrain from papas. Even if we unknowingly commit sins, we have to seek pardon from the Lord so that He will liberate us from those sins. So we have to refrain ourselves from sins, papas. Punyas. When papas are iron or steel chains, punya is golden chain. Again it will bind you to this cycle of births and deaths. That's what we saw. If he donates lady's finger, he will become an emperor. Again many ladies' finger, then for that merit he takes birth as wholesale green grasser. Goes on and on and on. So okay, we will stop doing punyam then. And that we can do easily. No. You have to do punyam. You should not leave meritorious deeds, but offer the result to the Lord. That's why we say Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Offer the reward of those punyams to the feet of the Lord so that He will accept it and ensure that your karma balance is zero, nil balance, so that you can reach liberation. So, in Dharma, in Sanatana Dharma, you should refrain from performing sinful activities. You should engage in meritorious activities, but leave the attachment to those results. Offer them to the Lord. Say Sarvam Sri Krishnarpanam. This, if you go by this track, see, our Lakshmi, aptly, she is by the side of railway track. By the side of railway track of Ashton. For the past 3 days I observed. Then only I realized, yes, she is showing a railway track for our life. On one hand, you have the track called Papam. Another track, you have the track called Punyam. In Papam, you should not go into it. Punyam, you should do it, but offer the result to the Lord. If you travel in this way, your train will reach the proper station, which is nothing but liberation. That's why to guide our life in the form of a train, she is aptly located very near to the railway station and railway track. So leave Papam, perform Punyam, but offer it to the feet of the Lord. But remember one thing, in this Sanatana Dharmam, there is no discrimination among people. No hierarchy, not that one person is superior, not that another person is inferior. Every person will have committed different kinds of karma in their births. Your karma will be different, my karma will be different, that person's karma will be different. Accordingly, we get subsequent births. And accordingly, we have to adhere to corresponding dharma to get rid of our own karma. See, the karma of each person varies. That's why each person gets different kind of birth in different country or different race or with speaking different language or different religion, whatever it is. The difference is because our karma is different. And we get a dharma in each of those lives. That dharma is corresponding to whatever karma we have done. You just follow that dharma to get rid of your own karma. But in Sanatana Dharma, that never means that one person is superior, another is inferior. Just karma varies, corresponding dharma varies. But one question now. In Purusha Sukta, there is a verse. Brahmanosya mukhamasit bahu rajanya kritaha uru tadasya yadvaishyaha padbhyam shudro ajayata. The Vedic scholars emerged from the head of the Lord. Kings and warriors emerged from the shoulders of the Lord. Businessmen emerged from the thighs of the Lord. Laborers emerged from the feet of the Lord. Is it not hierarchy? Is it not discrimination? What do you say? Description is discriminatory, right? One comes from head, another comes from feet. Right? But this is not somebody's head or feet. It is the head and feet of the Lord. Can we say that one part of the Lord is greater or one part of the Lord is not so great? We cannot say so. Point number 1. Point number 2. The purpose of this verse of Purusha Suktam is not to discriminate among people. Actually, it speaks of the glories of Lord Sriman Narayana, who is the Supreme. What does it convey is, the Lord is the reason for the power or strength of all classes of people. Vedic scholars need more brains. Head refers to brain. They emerge from head means their brain power, their knowledge is given by the Lord only. Without Him, Vedic scholars cannot possess knowledge. Kings, warriors emerge from shoulder means shoulder refers to valor and strength. They fight in war. That strength is also given by the Lord only. That's why they came from shoulder. It is a symbolic representation. The wealthy businessmen came from the thighs means businessmen would have a lot of wealth on their lap. Madi neraya selvam, we say. That wealth is given by the Lord only. That's why we say they came from the thighs of the Lord. Laborers came from feet means they run errands. They work hard with their feet, running here and there. That strength is given by the Lord. That's why we say they came from the feet. That doesn't mean that one person is superior, another is inferior. Each is trying to get rid of his own karma by adhering to corresponding dharma. That doesn't mean that one is superior or another person is inferior. If you want to just say, think, or just to analyze who is superior, let me ask you one question. Which part of the divine body of the Lord is the most superior? Feet. Then the people who emerge from the feet are superior. Laborers. So, if you want to say any hierarchy, people who came from the feet are the highest. People who came from the head are the lowest. That's how you can say. But it is not so. Actually, the main purport of this verse is all people derive their strengths and power from the Lord only. So, this is not discrimination. It is just a division of labor so that each person can get rid of his karma. Along with this, there are a lot of samanya dharmas. That's what we say. In dharma, we have four parts: dharma, uddharma, uttara dharma, uttama dharma. Dharma is in everyday life, we have to adhere to a lot of good things, righteous acts. Those righteous deeds are called dharma. Our smritis list them out. Kshama satyam dhamas shaucham danam indriya nigraha ahimsa guru susrusha tirthanusaranam daya arjavam lobhashunyatvam deva brahmana pujanam anabhyasuya cha tata dharma samanya uchyate. You see, kshama, patience. Don't get angry. Be patient. Satyam, speak the truth. Damaha, control your mind. Shaucham, external and internal purity. Danam, donation, charity. Indriya nigraha, control your sense organs. Ahimsa, don't cause harm to anybody. Guru susrusha, serve your guru. Tirthanusaranam, go for pilgrimage, have holy dip in rivers. Daya, show compassion to all people. Arjavam, be honest. Lobhashunyatvam, don't be greedy. Deva Brahmana Pujanam, honor elders, honor scholars, show respect to them. Anabhyasuyacha, don't be jealous of another person. These are all called Sanatana Dharmas. These are all eternal Dharmas. You see, if you want to eradicate Sanatana Dharma, eradicate all these good habits. Is it right? These are applicable to all actually. Sanatana Dharma is a universal phenomenon. Anybody can speak the truth. Anybody shall respect their parents. Anybody should hold on to what the word, what promise they have given. Everybody should hold on. Everybody should show compassion to all people. Everybody should be patient in life. Everybody should avoid greed, jealousy, and these things. These are all important aspects of Sanatana Dharma. As we adhere to all these dharmas in our day-to-day life, we can proceed towards Uddharma. It takes us towards Uddharma. What is Uddharma? Great Dharma. It is Bhakti Yoga. If you follow all these Samanya Dharmas, it takes you to the second Dharma, great Dharma called Bhakti Yoga. You ultimately develop devotion to the Lord and start engaging in incessant, loving, devotional, continuous meditation on the Lord. Incessant, continuous, loving, devotional meditation is called Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti is different. We go to temple, we listen to discourse, we chant his names, we chant stotras. That is Bhakti. Bhakti Yoga is uninterrupted, incessant, loving, devotional meditation on the Lord. Uninterruptedly, just if you close your eyes, just like oil falling downwards from a container, your entire thoughts should flow down towards the Lord without any interruption in between. You can go to that state of Bhakti Yoga. If you engage in that Bhakti Yoga, God becomes pleased and finally He liberates you from all your sins, all our karmas. He ensures that our account balance becomes zero. Once the karma balance becomes zero, we can attain liberation, moksha. Once you attain moksha, we can engage ourselves in the eternal experience of the Lord. We will not come back to this cycle of worldly existence again. So, this Uddharma, which is a product of Dharma, takes you to liberation and ensures that you get rid of karma. Now we have a problem. Dharma we can follow somehow, but this Uddharma seems difficult. Continuous, uninterrupted, incessant devotion, meditation. If we sit to meditate for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, if we sit for meditation, in 3 minutes we will open our eye, look at the watch. Oh, 3 minutes, 2 more minutes. That's what we can do. Even if we sit for meditation, with utmost sincerity, as we close our eyes, Bhagavan will not appear. The most hated person for us will come and say hi. He will put an utterance. So, how can people like us engage in this Uddharma, great dharma of Bhakti Yoga? For that, there is a third dharma which is called Uttara Dharma, greater dharma. It is called Sharanagati, surrender, the doctrine of surrender. I am unable to perform this Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana, everything. I just surrender to the lotus feet of the Lord. Just come to the temple, worship Lakshmi and Lord Venkatesha. Just surrender at their lotus feet. Now it becomes the responsibility of the Lord to take care of us. I am unable to do anything. You please protect me. I fall at His feet. This is greater dharma. Because in great dharma Bhakti Yoga, we take efforts to attain the Lord. But in this greater dharma, you need not take any effort. He will take effort and He will bless you. This is the better way to go. Say for example, you all know this story. Narada gave the wisdom fruit to Shiva and Parvati in Kailasa. And he said this fruit should not be cut. It should be given to only one person. Whom to give? Ganesha or Kartikeya? Muruga. Whom to give? Major problem. To whom? Then they conducted a running race. Whoever circumambulates the entire universe thrice and comes first will be rewarded with this wisdom fruit. Muruga took his peacock vehicle and circumambulated thrice. But Ganesha was very smart. He just circumambulated his parents and received the wisdom fruit. Similarly, many people go for Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, circumambulating the entire universe. We will just fall at the feet of Jagannatha Mahalakshmi and Jagat Pita Lord Sriman Narayana. Falling at their feet, we get the greatest wisdom fruit of liberation itself. So, just fall at their lotus feet. We can automatically, by the grace of the Lord, we can attain liberation. This is Uttara Dharma, greater Dharma. To keep this in mind, you can try one thing. This Upadesha Mudra, you all know. It has many interpretations. Among them, one I will tell you now. Can anybody, without moving your index finger, touch the tip of your index finger with the tip of your thumb? Difficult assignment. Without moving your index finger an inch, only by moving the thumb's tip should touch the tip of the index finger. Not possible. Now try the converse. Without moving the thumb, bring your index finger down. Two tips should touch. Happens. Yes. Thumb is Jivatma, index finger is Paramatma. Whatever Jivatma tries, he cannot attain the Lord. Only if Paramatma comes down and blesses, he can attain Him. This is Uttara Dharma. That's why Acharyas hold hand like this. Whatever you try, you cannot attain Him. Only if He comes down, you can attain Him. That's why super point. Super also we say like this one, super point. Yes, this is Uttara. So it is greater Dharma. Now beyond this, the final point, Uttama Dharma. There is one thing called the greatest Dharma. What is the greatest Dharma? First Dharma we saw, whatever we have to follow in everyday life, righteous acts. Then Uddharma is Bhakti Yoga. Uttara Dharma is Sharanagati. One more Uttama Dharma is there, because even if we perform Sharanagati, we should have unflinching faith. We should have the limbs of Sharanagati perfect. Then only it will materialize. But we have doubts in everything. Then will our Sharanagati work out or not? We have another problem. What to do? That's why we have the greatest Dharma called Uttama Dharma. What is it? It is the essence of Ramayanam. Everybody knows Ramayanam here. There is nobody who doesn't know Ramayanam. Ramayanam is there even in Mexico. They say Romeses and they celebrate Rama. But there is an inner philosophical meaning within Ramayana. It is pointed out by Swami Vedanta Deshika in Sankalpa Suryodayam. Darpodagra Dashendriyanana Mano Naktancharadhittite Dehesmin Bhavasindhuna Parivrite Dinam Dasham Asthitaha Adyatve Hanumat Samena Guruna Prakhyapitarthaf Puman Lankaruddha Videharajatanayan Nyayena Lalapyate. Rama is Paramatma. Sita takes the role of a Jivatma. Sita is imprisoned in Lanka. Lanka is the worldly existence. Samsara Sagaram. Lanka is surrounded by ocean. It is the ocean of worldly existence. In Lanka, Sita was imprisoned in Ashokavanam. It is our body. So this Jivatma is imprisoned in this body called Ashokavana in this worldly existence of Sri Lanka. Imprisoned by whom? Ravana. Ravana is our mind. Ravana has 10 heads, right? Our mind has 10 heads, 5 sense organs, 5 motor organs, 5 jnanendriyas, 5 karmendriyas, along with the 11th indriya mind, that is Ravana. This mind imprisons this Jivatma in this body called Ashokavana, in this Sri Lanka worldly existence. This mind is influenced by 3 gunas. A balanced, peaceful state called Sattva-guna. Hyperactive state with anger, lust, Rajoguna. Inactive state with laziness and ignorance, Tamoguna. To remember, we usually say, when we start a discourse, the first 20 minutes people will have Sattva-guna. They believe that Upanyasagar will convey something. But 20 minutes into the discourse, they will get Rajoguna, that not here, in other places. They will turn here, they will turn there, they will become hyperactive, that is Rajoguna. 1 hour into the discourse, they will start sleeping, it is Tamoguna. Here, Sattva-guna is Vibhishana. Ravana drove him away. Rajoguna, anger, lust is Shurpanaka. Tamoguna, sleep, Kumbhakarna. This Ravana drives away Vibhishana and keeps Shurpanaka and Kumbhakarna by his side and tortures this Jiva Sita. Who should come to save Sita? Rama. Who should come to save Jivatma? Paramatma. But Rama did not come. He sent his messenger Hanuman. Similarly, God will not come. He will send his messenger Acharya. Just like Hanuman receiving the ring from Rama, Acharya receives the Anumati, the blessings of the Lord. Just like Hanuman crossing the ocean, the Acharya enters into the ocean of worldly existence. Just like Hanuman searching and finding Sita, Acharya finds a good disciple. Just like Hanuman singing the glories of Rama to Sita, Acharya sings the glories of the Lord to the disciple. Just like Hanuman giving the ring to Sita, Acharya gives Shankachakra Mudra to the disciple. Just like Hanuman burning Lanka, Acharya burns all our sins. Just like Hanuman uniting Sita with Rama, Acharya unites this Jiva with Paramatma. This is Uttama Dharmam. Just catch hold on to the feet of your Acharya. Because even if we perform Sharanagati by ourselves, we are not sure whether that Uttara Dharma will take us across this ocean of karma. So to get rid of karma, the Uttama Dharma is the greatest Dharma which can win over your karma, is nothing but catch hold of the feet of an Acharya. If you catch hold of the feet of your Acharya, you can rest assured that that Acharya will take you to liberation. That Acharya alone can ensure that all our sins get destroyed. You all know Gajendra Moksham. In Gajendra Moksham, who attained Moksham first, elephant or crocodile? Crocodile. How can God give liberation to that crocodile first? It actually hurt the elephant. But crocodile received liberation first. Gajendra Moksham actually later. Why means the elephant directly caught hold of the feet of the Lord. So it received liberation later. But this crocodile, knowingly or unknowingly, for good or bad, caught hold of the feet of a devotee. So crocodile attained liberation first, elephant attained liberation next. Likewise, if we catch hold of the feet of an Acharya, it is Uttama Dharmam. It will ensure that we can get rid of all our karma immediately. So Dharma has 4 components. Righteous acts which we do in everyday life are Dharma. Bhakti Yoga, meditation is Dharma. Sharanagati, surrendering at the feet of the Lord, is Uttara Dharma. But the Uttama Dharma, the greatest Dharma, is just resorting to an Acharya. If you resort to an Acharya, he will ensure that we can cross the entire ocean of karma and attain liberation at the lotus feet of the Lord.